Iran activated its air defense as multiple blasts were reported over capital Tehran, a first since the fragile ceasefire came into effect 2 weeks ago. Now, it was not clear what caused the explosions. Iran's state news agency IRNA reported sounds of air defense firing in western Tehran, while the Mehr news agency reported that air defense systems were activated in several parts of the capital to counter hostile targets. An Israeli security source said that their country was not currently striking Iran. This came as President Donald Trump said that the U.S. is in no rush to end the war with Iran, but the clock is ticking. Taking to social media, Trump said, and I'm quoting him here, "I have all the time in the world, but Iran doesn't. The clock is ticking." Later, talking to reporters at the White House, Trump declined to give a timeline for resolving the war.
How long are you willing to wait until you get a unified response?
Don't rush me, Jeff. Guys like you want to say, oh, so we were in Vietnam like for 18 years. We were in Iraq for many, many years. We're in for all the, I don't like to say World War II because that was a biggie, but we were 4.5, almost 5 years in World War II. We were in the Korean War for 7 years. I've been doing this for 6 weeks.
Trump ruled out the use of a nuclear weapon against Iran. The U.S. president also blamed what he described as a lack of clear leadership in Tehran for holding up talks.
They want to make a deal. We have been speaking to them, but they don't even know who's leading the country. They're in turmoil. They're in turmoil. So we thought we'd give them a little chance to get some of their turmoil resolved.
Responding to remarks from Trump suggesting that Iranian leadership was seriously fractured, Iranian President, Parliament Speaker and Chief Justice all posted a nearly identical message on social media. The message said that there are no hardliners or moderates in Iran, ending with the message of one God, one nation, one leader and one path. A post on Supreme Leader Mujtaba Khamenei's X account took aim at the enemy's media operations that seek to undermine unity and national security. Meanwhile, the U.S. aircraft carrier USS George H.W. Bush has arrived in West Asia, bringing the number of American warships operating in the region to 3. A second carrier was deployed in the Red Sea on Thursday, while a third is also active in the region, according to social media posts by U.S. Central Command. Well, both sides have escalated competing blockades in the Strait of Hormuz. U.S. forces have now redirected 33 vessels as part of the blockade. They also boarded a stateless oil tanker in Indian Ocean, which the Pentagon claims was carrying Iranian crude. The operation came hours after Iran seized 2 container ships. Reports indicate that Iran used swarms of small, fast boats to carry out the seizures. Shipping experts say that these fast attack craft are part of a layered threat system backed by shore-based missiles, drones, naval mines and electronic warfare. Another major concern are the mines which are being placed along the critical shipping lane. An Axios report citing sources says that Iran's Revolutionary Guards have deployed additional mines in the Strait of Hormuz this week. And this comes after President Donald Trump ordered the U.S. Navy to destroy any vessel caught laying mines in the vital waterway. And for more on this, we were earlier joined by John Rossomando. He is the president of Viking Research Associates, a geostrategist and expert on national security. And here's what he had to say. Listen in.
Well, I think that you have a lot of fractures going on in the IRGC. I think that you probably have a lot of jumpy triggers for any sign of enemy or Israeli activity. Some reports have suggested the Israelis have been probing Iranian defenses, and other reports today that Vice President Vance and Secretary of State Marco Rubio met in the White House to discuss an Israeli request to resume hostilities. My understanding is that Prime Minister Netanyahu is get back into the fight, whereas President Trump is a little bit more willing to move slowly. I think that the IRGC is calling the shots here and has no interest in peace.